Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Mrs. Sobia Suhail is here. In the previous parts, I have explained you about construction of triangle, and now after constructing the triangle, I will explain you about the medians. Okay, what is the median? If we talk about the straight line, then obviously the midpoint will be the median, and this midpoint you can obtain by taking the perpendicular bisector of this line segment. Okay, if we are talking about the angle, so the midpoint of the angle you can take by the bisection of the angle. Okay, so median of the triangle, in which we have to take, means if we are taking any triangle, we have to take out the midpoint of the every side. Like, suppose I'm just taking by chance, means just an idea, smart idea. This is the midpoint 1, midpoint 2, midpoint 3. Now first midpoint, when you take out by the bisection of this line segment, join to the opposite vertex, join to opposite vertex, and join to the opposite vertex. This will be the concurrency point of the median. So which is called centroid, in case if we are making the medians, if we are constructing the median, so the point of concurrency is called centroid in this case. Okay, so let's take the actual example. I will take any part, same from the reference I have taken from unit number 17 of class 9th. Okay, 9th class maths. I have taken a question that is given as yz equals to 4.1 centimeter. It's written measurement, and this is for the line segment. Measurement angle y equals to 60 degree, and measurement angle x equals 75 degree. Sorry, my x and angle sign getting absorbed in each other. Okay, finally. So y and z, we have to draw first this line segment y and z as the base of the triangle. Okay, that is 4.1. I'm drawing over here. I'm starting my drawing from here, starting with the 0.4, and this is only one line here. So be careful about the line. There should be not any single millimeter difference in your measurement. Okay, exactly 4.1. Now this is y and this is z. On the y you can draw 60 degree. 60 degree, very basic angle, very basic. Open the compass according to any idea. Then after this, rotate your page as you want. I will rotate on this side because this is my right side to draw. So on keeping the compass on y point, slightly we will draw the semicircle. Let me rotate it more for my convenience. So draw a this is the y, and rotate your pencil like this. Okay, after that, this is your 0 point. From the 0 point, draw the first arc. First arc will be joined to the center, and your 60 degree angle is ready. Okay, so 60 degree, this is the center, and this is 60 degree. My scale is little bit back. Let me make it close to my side. I don't want a mistake of even half millimeter or half degree, so that the measurements will not be changed and our result will be accurate. Okay, so we cannot take a risk of mistake even half degree or half millimeter. That's why be conscious when you are drawing that actual centers or actual midpoints or actual the intersection point should be joined very carefully. Okay, now angle wise done with 60 degree. We have the choice that we can make z angle here on the base, but data is saying that we can have only x. Okay, in that case, in my previous video also I told you, if two angles are given in the triangle, if in a triangle the two angles are given, and you know that sum of three angles in any triangle, sum of three angles in any triangle always equals to 180 degree. So why is there x is there? Simply you can write how you can get measurement of z, 180 minus sum of these two angles, sum of these two given angles. Okay, so 180 minus, add them, so 5 plus 0 5, 7 plus 6 13. Okay, now subtract, take borrow, and 10 minus 5 5, here left 7, 7 minus 3 4, 1 minus 1 0. So angle z is 45, which we can draw. Okay, in this case, so we will go to our construction of 45 degree. 45 degree have two options. You have two options whether you can draw like take the first arc 60, then 120, midpoint 90, on the reference of 90 and 0 make bisection to the 45 degree. Okay, or make a reference arc 60, 120, and then bisection of 0 to 60, that is 30. Make a reference line of 30, and bisection of 30 and 60 will also give you 45. So whether you can choose this option or choose this option for the angle construction. Okay, I will choose the second one. This one I will choose, that bisection of 60 and 30. So for this one I will draw the basic first arc. As I will not go more than 60, so I will just draw this much semicircle, that is enough. From 0 the first arc is giving 60 degree. Okay, now bisection of 0 to 60 will give you 30. Bisection we draw out of the both point, that one by one make the arc taking them as center. This is the arc which when joined to the center will give you 30 degree on this reference arc. Okay, so sometime what happened that the students are doing mistake that this is 30, this is 60, so start making bisection here. That is totally wrong. Always you can do the bisection of any angle from this reference semicircle. Keep it in the mind, all the bisections will done on this semicircle. Okay, so we must have 60 point and we must have the point of 30 degree on the same semicircle. Okay, that's why joining the 30 degree, joining this 30 degree to center. Okay, rotate your scale, check properly whether both are touching, and then keep on drawing the line. But we don't want full line, so in the drawing line we want the reference here, so we will just make a reference here for 30 degree. Now this is 30, 0, 30, 60. Half of 30 means not half of 30, bisection of 30 and 60 will give you 45. Okay, so this is from 60, this is from 30 degree. This will give you 45 exactly. So join like this. So these two angles are drawn, and this is obviously the angle X, which is 75 degree if you measure it properly. Okay, so this construction of triangle is done. Now the next step is about the median. For the median, what we will do, as I told you, start with any side and do bisection of that side. Bisection we do always with the midpoint. Okay, okay, open just with an idea more than half. Okay, little more than half, so it's not becoming more messy. Little more than half line segment of the first, this one side. Little more than half I open and make the arcs up and down like this to get the my first arc getting little small. Let me extend. Okay, it give me 2 points, first point and second point. But what I want actually the midpoint given by them. Okay, so when I join this and this, it will give me a midpoint. So this midpoint I will say as M1, and midpoint I will join with the opposite vertex. Then this is the first median. When the midpoint of one side is joined to the opposite vertex, this is called the median of one side. Now this median is done. Okay, so let me draw this median with the other color pen. Okay, so that it's little bit more clear to you. Other colored pen, I'm using this pen. Median is done. Fine. After that, I'm taking this side. I just take the same measurement. So because it was more than half. Oh, sorry. Because I'm doing with the left hand. So this one and this one. Okay. So these two also giving you a midpoint. This arc here and here. Okay. Joining them properly will give you a midpoint. I'm not making a very big line, just I want midpoint. Name this midpoint as midpoint 2 and join this midpoint with the opposite vertex, this one. So opposite vertex I'm joining Y. Okay. Now this line is left as my compass is open very bigger than half, so I will make it little short. Okay, so then I rotate my page, so according to my own convenience and size I will draw like this. Okay, and then from the other side. Hopefully you can understand that the measurements are small, that's why it's looking like it's created a mess over here, but you have to be still careful about your freshly made arcs. This is my new arc, so this point and this point I have to join. Okay, so join over here, come here like this, and then we will join. Okay, join not full, only we need to take the midpoint. So midpoint M3 we obtain. Now join this midpoint, this one, to the opposite vertex Z, and make sure that it's passing through the other concurrency point also, which is done by the two lines. Because I'm using the marker, it's little thick. Yeah, but exactly very clear and very fine concurrency point is there. Okay, we can name this concurrency point as O, and the specific name for the concurrency point is centroid. Okay, about the construction steps. Construction steps are very easy to write. As I told you, always whatever you have done, just write down in the same way without changing anything. Okay, make your statements very precise, very short. Don't go in extra details, just write down the steps very precisely. I'm just writing construction steps. Okay, number 1, draw measurement YZ equals to 4.1 centimeter. Okay, number 2, what we have done, on the taking Y as center, draw 60-degree, and on X draw an angle, I'm writing very shortly, of 75 degree, okay, which intersect each other at x. Sorry, I make a mistake over here. This one we draw at z. Yes, okay, so this was z, and the other point where they intersect, that was the x point. Now, okay, after that what we can write, triangle xyz is our required triangle. Okay, after that last point you can write that draw medians of xy. First you draw yz, write yz, yz, zx and xy, which meet at a point O. Okay, so hence all the construction steps are done, hence the median of all these points are joining at this point. Okay, so I will share one more information to you about the median. There is a specific information regarding that, which is saying that every time when the medians are obtained, every time there are two section of this median. So always it has been observed that, or calculated that, or measured that, that the median length always in two ratios, like xo ratio o m1 will be equal to 2 1 every time. For the median it's a specified result. If I talk about the other also, so vertex to the center yo and om 2, this will also be 2 1, means this portion will be 2 and the other will be 1, this portion will be 2 and the other will be 1. So keep these points in the mind. Hopefully, inshallah, this video will give you help in understanding the median point. Thank you so much. Until I will give you the next information about the next topic. Allah Hafiz.